I know, right? Oh my god. So, Stephania's back.
What's up?
Eating her banana. So we decided that we were gonna watch 2 really bad movies today that we had never seen. Well, I had never seen. She saw one of them.
Oh, you saw one and I saw one, and yeah.
No, I never saw.
Exactly. You saw the dragon one, and you didn't see the Airbender, but I saw the Airbender and I didn't see the dragon one.
Okay.
See, makes sense. Makes sense. I'll put that there.
Okay. So we watched Dragon Ball Evolution and The Last Airbender back to back.
It was torture.
Oh my god, that was a horrible experience. Oh my god. So, which one was worse? I'm gonna have to go with Dragon Ball Evolution.
I agree. I agree.
Because, you know what? I have to say, at least The Last Airbender was sort of like the show in terms of the story in general sense. I mean that as loosely as possible. Because that was not a good adaptation at all. But Dragon Ball Evolution had absolutely zero to do with Dragon Ball itself.
Okay, with Avatar, you can laugh at how bad it is. You can laugh at it. It's just like, oh my gosh, that's so bad. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
With Dragon Ball Evolution, whatever's, it's so bad.
It's bad.
It's just so bad that it's just sad.
It's like...
It's not even sad. It's just so bad that you just have to watch.
It's insulting. Because it's like... They honestly took everything about the source material and just like, oh, we're just gonna... Whatever. We're gonna throw it away. Like, Goku's in high school. I was like...
He's not muscular.
He's not muscular. He's not... This takes place in Dragon Ball. Like, not Dragon Ball Z. So he's like supposed to be like 12 years old. Hermit. First person he ever meets is Bulma. And he has a tail. No tail.
He have a tail.
No tail. Not 12. He's in high school. He suddenly knows...
Even as 12, he was muscular.
Yeah, and like, he has hormones now. This is the guy who didn't know what marriage was. He thought marriage was a food. Chi-Chi's in high school, too. I don't know where the hell that came from. And the whole movie is just really, really stupid. And it's like...
sad.
And they're like, he's Son Goku. I'm like, no, that's White Goku. White Goku. Woku. Because... he's nothing like Goku at all. And don't come and be like, oh, Goku's an alien, doesn't count. Because Superman's an alien too, but he's still white.
Mind you, when he arrived on Earth as a baby,
he was an Asian baby.
Because
we watched the movie. When he lived, he's an Asian baby.
He's an Asian baby.
He switched races midway. He realized he would get better credit. But...
he was an Asian baby.
But it's like... Alright, so, Goku. Bulma was the only character who was sort of okay. Sort of. But even she did... First of all, no blue hair. She had 2 streaks.
She had a streak, a little mini highlights.
That doesn't count. Yamcha, oh my god. Yamcha's already annoying and already no one likes him. But geez, they got the worst actor they could find to play Yamcha. Bleach some of his hair blonde.
Even more annoying than he's supposed to be.
So annoying. Because even though, like, he's okay in Dragon Ball, but he's just not important as the series goes on. But he was horrible. And they're trying to make them... all of it... We were watching the movie. Okay, so Goku's in high school. It's his 18th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Everything happens. So he like, in the manga, Goku accidentally kills his grandfather, Gohan.
Grandpappy.
When he turns into, like, the giant monkey. And then he smashes his daddy grandpa, right? In this, Piccolo...
He does this. He just like this.
He like crushes the house and it just falls on top of Gohan. I'm just like, this doesn't happen. But like, they even changed the entire background of how the Dragon Balls happen. There's like no mention of like, it's just usually like Piccolo and then like the giant monkey is like part of like Piccolo. I'm just like, no.
They didn't even mention any of it.
No, and he shouldn't even be able to turn to a giant monkey in the first place because he has no goddamn tail.
He has a tail. How do you make Goku without a tail?
How do you make him a giant monkey without no tail? I'm just like, yo.
How are we supposed to even know he's a monkey?
Well, the Saiyan something getting explained to like Z, but either way, supposed to have that tail. There's a reason for it. It's completely just thrown out the way. And like Bulma, like in the comic, she wanted to get the Dragon Ball so she could wish to have a boyfriend. She's like, I want to have an invention, and I want to be like
a genius.
Like, she's already a genius, but I'm just like, she did it for selfish reasons. That was fine. And then Master Roshi, he not bald, he got no beard. No. I don't know why Chung Young Fat wasn't that movie.
He didn't have glasses.
He didn't even have glasses. He was like a little bit perverted and a little bit creepy. But like,
He had one perverted moment, maybe
two perverted moments, and like his shirt was like had a sexy girl in it, but it was like completely ridiculous. I don't know why she was in that movie. There was like no mention of the Red Ribbon Army. Piccolo was like, so he was there for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They had a
tops. Japanese 5-minute moment.
They had one scene that was in Japanese, and it lasted like all of 5 minutes. I didn't know where the hell they were in this universe, because like I know they're on Earth, but I don't know what Earth they're on, because like this was like the biggest like mix of like everything in this place. So I don't understand this.
So where were they supposed to be when Goku was at school though?
Where were they supposed to be? I don't know, because Gohan and Goku were supposed to live in some mountains in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know how nowhere became right by this big city that I don't know where it exists. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it came from. It's just there. And the Dragon Balls, all of a sudden, so this is what happens. The eclipse will happen in 7 days.
7 days.
In 7 days. Yep. The blood moon will happen, and then it'll be apocalypse. Because that's what happens in all these movies, right?
Every single movie.
So all of a sudden, in the span of 10 minutes, it goes from
10 minutes. It's just like, okay, we're running with backpack. We're on the run. We're traveling to get to Dragon Balls.
But stop. And literally in 10 minutes, it goes from having we have 7 days to do this to having there's only 2 days left.
2 days.
How did 2 days come from? No.
They've been traveling for 5 days apparently. They were running.
And for 5 days. They were driving in like Bulma's thing. Mm-hmm. And yet Chi managed to get where they needed to be before they did.
That didn't make any sense.
And they still had 2 days to go.
How the devil did she get from where they were originally, and she got there before them? I'm done.
I don't know. Like maybe she flew, but I'm just like, but
they all need to fly.
I didn't know why they weren't flying. I was getting really close. There was no Krillin, none of my little bald man in here. I'm just like, nope, no Tien, no Chaozu, not a damn thing. No Oolong, nothing. This was not Dragon Ball. This was just some weird movie that someone was like, oh my god, let's put Dragon Ball on it. We'll call them the same characters, and we'll have no sense of plot whatsoever. It's just like, blah, 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 blah. And people say this is a good movie in itself. No. It's a horrible movie. Like, when we were looking on TV tropes, people were saying, it's like, some people was like, oh, some people think it's a good movie without being an adaptation. It's a shitty movie in general.
Even if it wasn't an adaptation, no. None
of the characters are developed. They're just there. Everyone's just there. And I'm just like, go away. Stop it. And there was no moment in that movie that was funny. Even like silly funny, like in The Last Airbender, this movie there was nothing funny. I was just kind of depressed.
It was just like looking at it, she's like, oh, we're supposed to laugh at that?
Yeah, like there's supposed to be scenes where when the action scene where like Goku's fighting the 2 jock guys, and it's like, this is really dumb, because all I keep thinking is that this is Goku and he wouldn't give a shit. He would just go eat something. No. But that movie was just horrible. Last Airbender though, it's just hilarious. I cannot believe first of all,
this is the first time you've seen it.
It's the first time I ever saw that movie.
I've seen it before.
She saw it before.
Against my will.
She was forced to see it. And someone paid money to see that. Oh my god. That movie is horrible. First of all, it opens with exposition. Exposition. I hate that so much. If you're not Star Wars, don't do that. And they don't even explain. They don't even really explain like the war and stuff like that. It's just like, there was fire and earth, and then the Avatar disappeared, and it's Katara votes over too, and I don't even like Katara, but I didn't like anyone in this movie. I didn't like Aang, I didn't like Sokka.
No, you're like Ong. You didn't like Sokka.
Yeah. Let's separate these things from the thing. I don't like Ong, Sokka, Katara. I don't know what the hell her name was, but Iroh, Zuko. All these people, I don't know who they are, because they're definitely not the kids I got on my poster on my wall up there. That's not them people. I like those people. Even Katara. I'd take 1,000,000 Kataras over that one in that movie. But, oh my god. They I don't know why they decided to put 22 episodes into one 2-hour movie. That was one, for some reason, it felt way too long.
It was falling asleep.
We were falling asleep. I was just like, I'm so bored right now. Like, I hate when an action movie with like action sequences can literally just bore me to tears. I'm sitting there just kind of like, okay. At the very end, I started fast forwarding everything.
Skip this. Okay, that happened. Skip that. Skip
Yeah,
that.
because
there was this one moment I found in the movie that was absolutely hilarious. My favorite part of the entire movie. Do you know what it is?
What?
When they threw the pebble.
Oh my god. All right. So let me explain this to them. All right. So in the movie, the Fire Nation, like, firebenders can only use fire when there's like fires around them, with exceptions where like Iroh can suddenly do it, and like it can still control, and they can do the body temperature thing, which is like, if you can do that, then how come you can't do the fire thing like everybody, like in the TV show or whatever?
It's just some rocks. Okay, here's the fire. Okay, now we firebend. Oh, yeah, I already did.
Yeah, it's like the reason why the firebenders are able to like dominate is because waterbenders, you need water, earthbenders, you need earth, and firebenders, they just need their symbols. They just need to control their bodies, and they can do whatever. That's why they can be able to dominate. So in this, and like, so like, Earth needs Earth and whatever. So in the TV show, they take, the Earth Kingdom takes over this village, and they take all the people who can Earthbend to a metal ship where they can't Earthbend, and they're separated from their entire element.
First off, Haru is 4 years old.
Alright, in the movie, Haru is like a 4-year-old Asian child. So, and he comes in, he's like 5 years old.
He's supposed to be a semi-love interest. Semi-ish.
Kind of it. She has like romantic thing with her. I legitimately said to her, that's not Haru, is it? As soon as he comes in, it's Haru. I was like, shit. And they take all the people who can Earthbend in the movie, in this village, to a place. This dirt.
It's a little wall that blocks them off from the rest of the village. That's what it is.
It's a little wall that blocks away. Dirt all around them. Rocks and cliffs.
Mountains
all around them.
Over there.
And they're just like, we can't bend. Why? You got dirt, you got rock, you got cliff, you can't bend. And then Aang takes Katara's speech, and he's like, you can Earthbend. And
there's dirt all around you, beneath your feet.
It's an extension of yourself. So like, I don't want to be telling them an extension of dirt, but thanks. And then all of a sudden, the guys, everyone can like somehow have these giant walls of sand.
It's like,
but then when they have to actually move a rock, it's like,
wait, I need a pebble. I need something.
No, literally, it's like,
give me this. No, it's like,
and a rock goes.
The rock
just flies by. A little thing. It's like this big. I was rolling. That shit was funny.
They do a whole little karate lesson. You know, the first free karate lesson that you get when you go to this first store? That's what you get.
And the worst thing is, everyone's bending takes like 20 minutes to do one attack. Like in the show, every move creates something. Like the thing is moving. They have to do like, then the water starts to rise. That's just to get the water to rise. You're not supposed to like,
there's your wave right there. That's what you're supposed to do. It's like,
and for some, like, all character development in this movie does not exist. For some reason, all of a sudden, like, Katara, like, they talk like, Katara is, like, giving the exposition, because they, like, cut up whole sections of the thing. So that they explain stuff. So they explain stuff by having Katara be like, and this happened, and then that happened, and then we did this.
In a way, I feel sorry for the girl who had to learn her lines.
Yeah.
That sucks. How much she had to talk.
But, oh my god. And it was just like, so, what did I say? So, she's like, Aang had a hard time learning waterbending. I'm like, what are you talking about? He mastered that thing in like 2 days in this TV show. You was the one who couldn't learn that in Katara. She couldn't even do her little, right? All of a sudden, she's just like, whatever, I'm Katara, whatever, I'm Katara, whatever, I'm Katara. And then the best part is, when we go to Northern Warrior Tribe, Paku's not even like, you a girl, what you doing here? He's just like, everyone come and bang.
We accept everyone. Water is acceptance.
I'm just like, water is not acceptance. You tried to tell her that she couldn't because she was a chick 2 days ago. But not.
Oh, and they killed off Yue's parents.
They killed off Yue's dad. Apparently, he died, and Yue now runs things. But she's still Princess Yue. Like, she a queen, son. Step your game up. Why are they trying to hold you down? Do not let them oppress you, Yue. You the Lord, the Spirit incarnation.
Wait, now she's dead.
Now
who ruling the place? No, an illegitimate brother.
It's gonna turn into a democracy.
Yes,
they're gonna elect a president.
No, they're gonna find an illegitimate brother. The High Elder's gonna be like, we have something to tell you. This is not your father.
Mari! Jerry! Water Tribe Edition. And what was I going to say that was thinking about this movie? Also, so nothing's really developed. For some reason, Ozai cares a lot about Zuko. Like, a lot. He's like, don't harm my son. You think my son's a traitor? Who told you that? Don't touch my son. Is my son okay? What's going on with his life? Like, Ozai don't care. He up in there drinking his tea
He's
and
actually
being suave.
he was walking, and there was light.
But like in the movie, he's just all around. There's no mystery. You just see him. I'm just like, no.
He's supposed to just sit there and look handsome.
He's supposed to sit there, look handsome, and be ominously dark. No.
He had long hair, the ponytail, nothing.
Nothing. There's no point. There's no top knots. Nothing. Everything just wiped away. And I would like to address people talking about people like, we're gonna make this movie diverse. What diversity? You go to the Southern Water Tribe. You got 3 white people. Everyone else Asian. Mm-hmm. You go to the tribe where like Haru is. Everyone's Asian. There's like a random tribe of only blacks. You go to the Northern Water Tribe. Everyone's white.
It was European, which made no sense.
It's like people be like, well, maybe that explains like, because you know how like Katara's grand's from the Northern Water Tribe, so that like maybe that's why she's white. Well, I'm like, is Katara's father their grand's mom, or is it like,
I have no idea.
Well, either way it don't work, because whoever she married was in the Southern Water Tribe.
I guess a little tannish or something.
Yeah, they would, and since everyone else in that tribe is Asian, that'll explain your grandchildren looking like this, because that was 2 generations of Asian mixing in there to kind of write your little one thing. Okay, It was just like, it's so stupid. That like, we're trying to be diverse. You're not being diverse. You're just taking away all the culture that was already in the show and just mixing it all together. Like putting one random black guy in a scene, it doesn't really make any sort of difference. That's not being diverse. You're just putting black people in there to be like, oh look, we put everyone in there. Like,
we're all accepting, we love and all that good stuff. And
yeah, it's like you have 3 leads who cannot really act.
Oh my goodness, the acting.
They cannot. They are not so good actors at all. If they are in other things, that's great. In this movie, everyone was bad overall. Everyone was bad. So you mean to tell me that you could find all these Asians to be your background characters, but you could not pick one of them to be Aang? You could pick one of the African people to be Sokka or Katara or any Inuit people. You couldn't find any of those, but you found them all for your background poses. You found every single minority that applied all in the background. You put the 3 white people in the front.
Go to Manhattan. Just go to Manhattan. Anywhere in Manhattan. You'll find a whole set of people that I could go to Manhattan, pick out 5 people right now on the street that would be perfect for it.
But not even that. They doing this movie in Los Angeles. Like, that's what they were doing. That's what the casting calls. The biggest Asian population in America is in LA. They're like whole acting corps of these Asian people. It's like, I understand, maybe you want to make it like more diverse. So you get like your one white person. Okay, you mix it up a bit. Yeah, then. I would understand if they legitimately made each of the 3 main characters a different like race, even if that'd be corny or whatever. Alright, at least you're trying to say that you're trying to be diverse. You can't make the 3 core characters white when they weren't so to begin with. I don't care what you say. Aang's not white, okay? He Asian, okay? He's Asian. And then all of a sudden, you like, let's make them all white. Alright, fine. You want to make Aang white to make your crowd more acceptable? You know, it's not right, but okay. Marketing wise, I can understand that.
That's acceptable.
I can understand that.
It's
it's not acceptable, but we understand that that's how you want to sell it.
But for Katara and Sokka, really?
What excuse do you have for that?
There's no excuse.
Especially when they're not even developed in this movie. You gave them no character development at all. They're just there. You wouldn't even tell their brother and sister unless they kept telling you, and they told you a lot. They had to keep reiterating everything in this movie, like, I'm your brother, I'm the Avatar, I ran away, I'm a bender, I'm banished.
Put several episodes in one dialogue, like one paragraph.
Yeah, that Haru episode spanned like 6 episodes. Was like just lumped in that. They took out Kyoshi warriors, so they had to mention Kyoshi. They took out the water bending scroll. They had to mention that. Everything just slumped together, and they talk about how they was doing rebellion stuff. It's a hot mess. And let me say something. I ship Zutara, not in this movie. I don't want that. I don't want that to be tainted.
That's just gross.
When it's wrong. And there was this one scene, I'm just like, when like after like Zuko defeats Katara, he's like picking her up and like fixing her hair. I'm just like, you know what? No, I don't want Zutara in this movie.
No.
I don't. But the thing about it, even if I shipped Cat Aang, I wouldn't want Cat Aang in this movie either, because
it's still gross.
It's still weird because one, there's no connection to them. Like Katara and Aang, like even if I don't like them as a couple, they're great friends. They're like best friends. You don't get that at all in this movie. They're just 3 people who lump together. There's no sort of emotion, no sort of like connection to any of them. And how they mess up my Yue and Sokka, yo. only canon ship I like in this entire fandom, and they make it. They like, oh, they as soon as they mention it, they fell in love. Like, stop that. Can you just show us what's going on?
We can,
You ain't only around for 2 episodes. We accept that. Can I just get my 2 episodes? Why you have to have exposition to explain to me what's going on? Like, what? And then, what made me really mad is how they kept saying about, like, Aang ran away because the monks told him that he couldn't have a family because an Avatar can't have a family. Really?
But
Really? Because, as I recall, Zuko and Azula are Roku's children. So, obviously, the Avatar can't have a family.
Like, they're descendants straight from the Avatar himself.
Roku had a family. Kyoshi had a family. That Waterman, he had a wife. The whole reason he wanted to go fight Ko, who doesn't make an appearance in this movie, might I add, because he had a wife. Because you can have a family. And they bring up Hama. They bring up Hama in this movie. I'm like,
which makes no type of sense.
Because I'm just like, okay, first of all, let's not even bring in season 3, because you ain't getting that far. So don't put little hints of what's to come, because you ain't getting that far. That's how you what? No. No. You're not getting that far. This movie was a hot mess. I don't know how you guys got this through. M. Night Shyamalan, what did you do? You said you liked this show? Why would you make it this bad? You cannot turn 22 episodes
into
of a show that's not... I don't understand if you want to do like some other different kind of show that's like really kiddie or whatever. Yeah. But Avatar, while it's a kid's show, it's very mature. And it's popular. And the story is important because so many things come back around and stuff. It's a deep children's show. You cannot lump all of that development and character growth in 2 hours that are really long. Okay? Because that 2 hours didn't have any character development. Everything is just there.
It was just all plot right in front of you.
Yeah, and most of it was used to develop Aang. Katara and Sokka might as well just not be in this movie. They're only there to like bring them up. And then that fight with Katara and Zuko. Girl, Katara, why you let him play you like that? I mean, I know I say that I think Katara got way too powerful as the series progressed, but yo, they took away her crown and glory moment in season 1. Yo, took her shit away.
Yanked it.
That's not right. That's not right. They took away Katara's moment. That's when everyone's like, yeah, Katara grew up as a person. I'm just like, you know what? At least in this movie, they're like, oh, it took weeks. I still don't think she should have been able to beat him in the first place, but she didn't even stand a chance. She didn't even like have a good fight back. She just got pwned in like 2 seconds.
Fire.
Major disappointment. So disappointed. I was just like, no. I don't even like Katara that much, but you just played her. Gotta stay by my homies. But this movie was a hot mess, but it was hilarious. For like half of it was hilarious. The other half was just long. Went on for too long.
It's so sleepy.
Yo, how did Zhao figure out all that stuff though? It was freaking me out.
They mentioned the library like 6 million times. We're not even supposed to know about the library even to that extent.
Like we hear about it one time, and then it's supposed to be they just start talking about it. Let's like stop trying to bring up stuff. You're not getting a second movie. Why don't you understand this? Mm-hmm. But what was pissing me off is because Zhao would always say like, I believe the Avatar doesn't know about the other elements, and I'm like, Zhao, how did you figure all this out? And what's even worse is that, you know, like in the TV show, Aang and Zuko and Katara, they keep meeting and stuff. Like that's how they get to know. They keep fighting. They meet twice.
Mm-hmm.
They meet at the beginning, and then they don't meet at all, and then they meet at the end. Like the blue spirit thing happens, but I don't count that. I mean, they had not met from when they first left to like the end of that to the end of that movie. That is friggin' horrible. Horrible
communication.
You guys, this movie just it's a disgrace to because it tries to fit in so much that it misses out everything because you cannot just have these key points because they take up so much time to develop in the first place. You have no time for anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You wasted so much of my time, and I feel disgraced right now. You have offended my honor. Okay.
Disgrace.
The scar on his face, which is a rash. Zuko's
yes, he had a rash, not a scar, a rash. Get some cocoa butter, clean that up.
I know, like before people said, like, no, that's how real burns look. It did not look like a burn. It legit looked like a scratch.
I know exactly what a real burn looks like.
It looked legit like a scratch. It did not look like a burn. Rash. And I'm sorry, I don't know who they picked to play Azula because that's not Azula to me. No, I don't accept that girl's Azula. No, the only Azula is this Go-Go from Kill Bill. Perfect Azula. That chick, I don't know who she is. That's not my wife.
I have a stuffed rabbit in Azula.
My bear's name is Azula. I love Azula. That's my homie. That's what made me realize I'm like fangirl sexual. Because that's my homie. I love Azula. They ruined her. Yo, they better not. If they do make a sequel, son, they gonna mess up my mind.
I'm gonna cry.
They better mess up my mind. I love my and my Tylee. They gonna mess up all my girls. And they want to make Toph black.
What? Why?
I don't understand. That's what, I hate how they say like, well, they're gonna make Toph black. That's supposed to make me feel good about something. Do you think that matters to me? Toph is Asian. She's like, I don't want her to be black just so you can be like, oh, look, we're diverse. That doesn't mean anything to me. That's not trying to be diverse, okay? Toph is Asian, okay? I had brown people in the movie, but you took them away from me, okay? And the thing about it too, they want to make it sound like they made like the entire Fire Nation like Middle Eastern, and it's supposed to be like a big thing. Like it has so much political subtext though, like even though it's unintentional. It's like you make the brown characters all the bad guys, and I don't care how we would tell me about like, oh, Iroh and Zuko, they're not really bad guys. They are in season 1. They're the antagonists, and they're the only major brown people we have in this movie, and you make them all bad guys when we had positive brown characters and just a whole diverse of characters anyway. We had people who could be good, they could be bad, there was a diversity in this thing. Because of how they kind of like color coded it, everything is like a mix of weirdness. It's really, I don't understand what they were trying to do with this movie. I really don't.
It's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess.
Sad. Okay?
You really upset me. And people were like, give it a chance. Well, I watched it. Okay? And it still's ass. Okay? CJ and Appa, nothing's developed. Nothing really is talked about. Bending takes 20 minutes to perform one action.
And that time I can go make
It's inconsistent, man. That's about the time it took for him to like raise that pebble Sailor Moon didn't done to transform. And yet it didn't take 20 minutes.
I can make a taco.
So, this movie was just a mess. Both of these movies are messes. You people gotta stop adapting these things. That you can't, you obviously cannot handle it.
Oh lord, and think of all the movies now that they're starting to make adapt into live action.
Oh my god. Son, they're making a Battleship movie. How bored are you?
What?
You didn't hear about that with Rihanna?
What? No, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Yes.
No. I erased that from my memory.
I suppress.
Yes. What?
Didn't you already make a Clue movie? We need to make another Milton Brothers movie? Like, really?
Why? What are they going to do? What can you do?
They're
already making the little robot movie. The robot movie when you're with a neck.
Really?
Yeah, they're making an adaptation to it.
Why?
Well, it's a movie based on the game. I forgot who's playing in it.
But that's dumb. Like, seriously.
Is it Hugh Jackman? No. I forgot.
Hugh Jackman's gonna be like in another Wolverine movie. He needs to stop with that shit. Like, he's a talented actor. He's a great Wolverine, but Wolverine needs to stop in general. But I'm just, I wish I would just stop making the same movies of stuff that is popular because it's not working out. You can't take an entire series like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball takes place over like 15-something manga. You can't just sum it up into like 1 hour something movie. What's wrong with you guys? Just make your own ideas. Come with your own original projects.
Where's creativity in the world?
Use some creativity.
I blame the internet.
It's just like now everyone wants to use properties. Like every book is being made into a damn movie. I mean, I'm sorry. Do you realize how long it used to take books to become made in movies? First, they had to become really, really popular. Like Harry Potter popular. And you had to wait. And then you had to wait like a while for a movie to be made. Like now, all of a sudden, every time any book comes out that's popular, in a year or two, it has a movie
or series,
or some kind of series, or becomes a comic book. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Stop trying to transfer all these genres and make kind of easy money, okay? I'm tired of y'all.
That Twilight comic book still scares me.
I told you I have a copy of it.
It's scary.
They're making a second one too. I don't understand why you need to milk this genre anymore. Okay, it's a dead horse. Take it out of your mouth and just let it go. Let it go. Because you're sucking this thing dry. And it was already dry to begin with. People only just watching it because, they want to figure out what happens. I tell you one thing, Breaking Down looks stupid as hell.
I am going to go watch it just for the purpose of laughing.
I'm not giving that woman my money.
Who's going to pay?
True that. But I'm telling you, son, I watched that trailer. I love how intense they're trying to make it seem like wedding invitation. Wedding invitation. Oh my god. Jacob, I had to take off my shirt.
It was so funny. I just saw that preview in the theaters and I was crying. It was so funny.
It's so horrible. Yo.
I'm going just for the purpose to laugh at the movie and to laugh at fangirls.
How dumb must you be to have to make up the entire movie is gonna be about them getting married, having sex.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Did you see the trailer for that?
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I'm like, Robert Pattinson's body double is fine. Because
so
God knows
excited.
that's not the Robert Pattinson's body in that preview.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
I'm truly excited for that one part.
Yo, you know what I'm excited for though? I legit want to see part 2 to see how they're gonna pull off that. We're not gonna really fight. We're just gonna like talk and then we're gonna go. And then the imprinting thing with Jacob, because that is gonna be so horrible for poor Taylor Lautner. Oh my God, they make him a pedophile.
Oh, he's in a new movie too, you know?
Huh?
He's gonna be in a new movie.
I know that one with the weird poster that makes it all slanted, like some Inception shit.
Something. I forgot.
But oh my God, yo. Fucking Twilight.
I can't wait.
No, actually, the book I read, City of Bones, fucking worse than Twilight.
There's such a thing?
Worse? There are so many books worse than Twilight, man, that I had not even known about, that I'm so scared
that's scary.
Evermore, son, son. PDF that shit, because it's not worth buying. But there are so many horrible books, and they're all going to be made into, like, TV shows or movies or something like that. I'm just like, why? Why am I poor? Seriously, I really feel like writing some bullshit book about like a werewolf falling in love with a deer and just being like, here, beautiful, just take it, give me my millions.
Yeah,
I know I could make
sell millions of books.
You know I could make millions off that stuff.
Get a series, get a comic book, get a cartoon series, get some chibi characters.
Son, watch me do that and watch it be the most successful thing in my life, but I'll hate myself. I'll have all my money and be like, I feel so dirty. I'm gonna go buy myself some really nice soap. Yeah, I wish I had no integrity, but I really want to write good stuff, but every time I see these books come out and everyone's like, oh, this is my thing. Like, I feel like every adult writer is trying to write, like, they're like older people and they're trying to reclaim like that one book that they read when they were teenagers that was like, this is what makes me want to write, this makes me love books. I'm just like, you know what? That's great and all, but that doesn't mean what you're writing is good either.
Stop lying to yourself. See a counselor. Seek help.
Yeah, they so afraid to do stuff. Like, why they don't want to kill their characters. They don't want to make complicated romances. It's all about, whenever you have a love thing, think about it. It's always like the one guy who's like really tan and like tan and whatever, and he's like dark and whatever. Then the other guy's like really pale, like almost pasty, like he glows in the moonlight. No, he's pasty and he needs to get some sun. Okay, you got someone.
Then you have the girl that can do pretty much nothing.
Yeah,
she's so amazing.
The girl who's like, I'm so nice, even though I'm not really, but I have so many friends. Oh my God, I'm so special. No, this is how it is. Like, I love you, but I'm not important, and I don't deserve you, but I love you, and I can't live without you because I've never had anyone feel this way with me before, and if you leave me, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. So don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Please don't ever leave me.
And they're just like, I'm sorry. I took a vow with my purity ring.
Purity ring my ass. Yo. There are things that I just want to not.
Oh, there are raisins in there?
Yeah. You like raisins?
I love raisins.
Okay, good. There's something I'll be watching these shows and I just be like, yo, you girls need to get your priorities in check. Why are you letting these men drive you crazy? Like, sometimes I don't like Bella. I feel sorry for her. Like, yo, you was memorized by the dick that you don't even have. They're not even having sex and she that crazy.